Hello, this is Russell from
Tones of Evil.
And you're listening to Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Still don't have an intro.
One day we'll remember.
Oh, I wonder if our buddy Chai
maybe for episode 25. We'll change the status quo.
I wonder if our buddy Chichester would do a poor Charlie Esser, because it's GG Chichester, bitches! Anyway.
He's too classy.
I know. Not like us. Well, anyway, welcome back to The Devil You Know, the Daredevil Podcast. I am Phil. Joining me as always, she who is without fear.
Hey y'all, it's Lilith.
Fear of the hard liquors. It is. That's right. Scratch your nose. Anyway, so tonight,
allergy season, Phil. Just so itchy, man.
You've had.
And that's why you should watch the YouTube.
I was going to say you've had in that case you've had allergies every day of your life since I've known you.
Pretty much. So what's on the agenda?
So, kiddies, tonight we have 2 issues for you. We'll be covering classic issue Daredevil 352, and then we have 2 pieces of feedback for that, and then we'll get to our the new issue that just came out this week, Daredevil 29, or for you Legacy kids.
No legacy counting.
641. Remember where you came from.
Can't have your cake and eat it too. I refuse to acknowledge it. Sorry.
Oh, how dare you. Alright, so, should we jump into this one?
Let's do it.
Alright. I don't even look. Do you want a summary, or should we flip through this issue?
Let's do the summary, and we'll do a page by page of the new issue this week.
Oh, right. Oh, excellent, Lilith Hellfire. See, kids, this is why she would get paid the big bucks if we had money. Alright,
Everybody tell Rob.
Oh, please. He's like, I wish I had stuff. I wish I could pay it.
Keep clicking those Amazon links, people.
Gonna say, come on, sponsors. Alright, so, maybe there's not a synopsis.
Interesting. That's fine.
But I can tell you that,
I was gonna say, not on the Man Without Fear or whatever that one is.
Oh, I gotta look at that, yeah. But yeah, this Daredevil 352 from May 1996.
Hey, I was actually alive and having fun. I was thriving.
Smoking, drinking. Yeah, she was 10. So what?
No, that didn't come till a few years later. I was being a nerd. Reading comic books.
She's like, yeah, I was a nerd.
Anime.
I wasn't smoking and drinking. Oh, okay. We know what you were doing at 10 then. Okay.
I don't think those are tentacles.
Smoky mirrors. Ooh, not smoking mirrors. Smoky mirrors. Because he's dead. He looks like he's been smoking something in this issue.
Whoa.
See the smile on that kid? Matt Murdock don't smile. But I guess we'll learn why.
Oh, yeah, we'll get in this. Okay, let's see. I'm on the website. Let me see if I can find... Oh, okay. Of course, it's full current stuff. Comics! Ooh. Alright, hold on. Scrolling. 350... Oh, wait. There we go. Okay. A little bit more of a summary. Okay, so... Daredevil drops in on Foggy and notices his former partners discussing something with a woman about real estate.
Is that what the kids call it now?
I don't know. Foggy's trying to buy a plot of something. I don't know. But Daredevil finds something is weird about the woman and follows the two to Coney Island. There, he comes under attack by some of his foes like Typhoid Mary, Owl, Kingpin, and then he comes across Foggy tied up. But in the room are Bullseye and Elektra. Daredevil saves...
What's going on?
But Daredevil saves Foggy. Then, of course, we realize that all this illusion is the work of Mastermind, the woman from The Office. She seems to have become owner of Arcade's murder world. And I love the note. See X-Men Comics.
I don't wanna.
Arcade. And she was just doing some research. Then she and the illusions disappear and Daredevil is left with Foggy. Daredevil tries to reconcile his partnership with Foggy, but Foggy walks away. Because
it's just another lover spat. Don't worry about it, buddy.
Well, if you remember from the end of December when we covered the J.M. DeMatteis' short run on Daredevil, it's when, Matt comes, quote-unquote, back from the dead. And Foggy finds out, you've been lying to me for, 300-some issues?
I mean, but to be fair, he's known since at least, 160, something around there.
They always hinted around. Again, it depends on the writer.
He was just waiting on Matt to actually tell him,
Yeah. I mean, they hinted around, even like we said, I think we said last time, now, Chichester, we had an issue where he kind of hinted around that he knew, about Matt's other life, but again, depends.
I love that he chooses Foggy over Elektra, because had he not, that would have been awkward.
I love how he's like, she died, it's like, but she died, she came back, she could probably do it again.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I was going to ask you so yeah, between...
Yeah, it's a trippy issue. You kind of know something's wonky's going on just from the artwork.
Yeah.
And his, disposition and his demeanor.
Because it's kind of weird because after 350, the new creative team doesn't take over till next issue, so there was 2 fill-in issues, so...
And no offense, they did good work, but you definitely knew something was up from page 1. That's all that I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, the art's okay, but I don't know if it's my cup of tea.
It's not that it's the art, it's just I think that they went a little too heavy on the foreshadowing, for me.
Oh, yeah.
But it was cool that they used an X-Men villain. I was just like, oh... That's something you don't see every day. And I mean, it is kind of nice that they're writing within the current status quo. It's like, okay, I'm back as Matt Murdock, but not officially. But now, what's next? Yeah. Well, again, as the writers are trying to figure out what's next. Well, again, too, I think they were just I think this team was, did last issue and this issue, so they're basically just holding down the fort for 2 issues before their current. Can't make any big changes. Can't do anything. And it's like, your Motel 6. I guess the next regular guys are gonna, set the status quo. So yeah, we just have to swim in limbo here, kind of. Yeah. And it's not bad. It's a pretty fast-paced story, to be honest, which I can appreciate for a one-off. Oh yeah. Again, it's not bad at all. Just, it's nothing to write home about in the grand scheme of Daredevil lore. But again, yeah, I mean, not every issue has to be that either. Yeah, again, it's fast paced because, like we said, it's like a fill-in team, and 2, it's the 90s. It's not, modern comics could never. Oh my God, modern comics could never. This would be at least 3 issues. One issue. Gotta make it to at least 360 before we change anything. First issue, Matt and Foggy just argue the whole time, and then the hot chick walks in at the end of the first issue. And then issue 2, Matt's doing something, and it's like, oh no, Foggy. It's her backstory. In my previous fight with the X-Men. I know. This is what I've been up to. Well, no, issue 2, Matt goes to church and prays for a while, and then it's like, oh, Foggy's missing. And then, issue 3 would be like him tracking him down the murder world. Oh my God. Oh, hey, no, it's not a bad story. It just doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Russell, I can't wait for you to hear my feedback on this one. Yes, because you and Ray said... Who does he love? Hellfire? Just call them the drops. I've heard the greatest feedback. Who? It is me. But no, for like a weird one and done issue. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of Russell feedback, Ray feedback. Like it was fast paced. I think that made it the most enjoyable thing about it. Yeah. But, and like I said, I mean, the art was okay, but I don't know. It's not. I like the Foggy art. At least he's a little more detailed than he usually is. True. So. I like that.
Okay, and what page is this? Once he gets the murder world, and he's like, "What is that on that merry-go-round?" He says,
I was like, "What is this? Some kind of Saw movie?"
Well, no. Look, the heads are basically holograms, right?
Right.
He's like, "Oh, these things have the faces of my oldest foes." How would you know that? They don't even speak.
It's the radar, the shapes. Asterisks. I hear. I see.
I don't think I want to play your feedback now, Russell. The sausage man cometh. He's anytime Ray's name comes up, it's like sausage.
Poor Ray.
I'm like, where
he did it to himself, though.
I was going to say, where did you learn this kind of behavior, Russell?
Sausage!
We learned it from watching you, Ray.
I love the sickest burn in this issue, though. He's like, but I get the feeling the intrinsic value of property is not the issue here. And I was like, burn.
I know.
I like the dialogue. I will say that.
And we get these, like, those robots that look like the Kingpin in a diaper.
No, it's a solid B-. Like, yeah, it's nothing to sneeze at, but it's not atrocious or anything, in my opinion.
No. But again, it's one of those things, it's like, oh, mastermind, and it's like, never see her in a Daredevil ever again.
Just wait, they're digging up all the old skeletons now, baby. Literally.
But yeah, so it's like, oh, look. This is why we got the cover to this issue. Yeah, and you see that Bullseye and Elektra. They were recreating that.
Bait and switch.
Well, it's like, what else? What would you put on the cover? I mean, unless you dress it up a little bit and show all the enemies attacking them or something.
Exactly. It's like, I don't believe you, but okay.
But Bullseye sells, kids.
Oh my God! Could you imagine living in a time where Bullseye sold? That's the guy on the cover.
Well, again, I mean, it's 1996. Who do you put on? You want a big Daredevil villain.
If it's not Kingpin, I guess.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just going to say. If it's not Bullseye, it's Kingpin. Maybe a Typhoid Mary, fishnets. Come on.
Oh yeah. That Typhoid Mary, yeah, that's would have been chef's kiss.
Oh, jeez. Speaking of, Russell says, if I was Dee Dee, I would literally let Typhoid Mary throw me across the room any way she wants. Hey-oh. You learn quickly.
No complaints here, sir.
We love the fishnets.
I mean, Black Canaries, antennas.
I was going to say,
it's kind of a thing over here.
I was going to say, we could start a fishnets podcast.
No. We'll just add it on to the long boxes and boob windows.
There you go. There's an episode. Fishnets and comics.
How do we feel about them? Who rocks them best? Who wore it best?
Oh my God.
We'd have to have Chantel on, though.
It'd be like a red carpet. Who wore it best?
Okay, so yeah, this is nothing to write home about. It's not bad. I'm going to talk about this week's issue.
Oh, wait a minute. Russell, did you subscribe to the Capes and Lunatics Patreon or the Southgate Media Group? Either way, way to go. But if you love us, you will do both. But no. So what were you saying about this?
This week's issue, I just have so many thoughts.
Oh, wait, should we get to the feedback for 352 before we get to the new one?
Sure, let's do all the feedback.
So kids don't forget. All right. Yeah, all the feedbacks. All right, Russell, let's hear what you had to say before we get to the Ray.
Hey there, Capes and Lunatics. It's Russell here, and I'm giving my feedback for Daredevil. Wow. Daredevil number 352. I'm gonna be pretty frank with you, and usually I'm not the hardest guy to please, heyo, but I thought this kind of sucked. The art, well, you know what, I'll save the art for last. Let's talk about the writing. It was a mess. There was no structure to it. I feel like we were just, much like DD in the city, he was just like bouncing from one plot point to the next without any substance in between. Like they were trying to do the Scarecrow, Mysterio, for a Daredevil reference, Mr. Fear, Arcade, who was referenced in this, type thing where, you know, you have all these apparitions and things that aren't really there, yada, 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 but I just thought the execution on this was weak. Like, yeah, we saw the old foes on the Cupids, but it's just, it didn't hit. I guess let's talk about the art. I thought the art was terrible. Especially those wide shots. You could tell that this artist was either in a rush or he just didn't give a crap.
This will be funny if Ray's like,
why the hell does Daredevil look like the cartoon character Caillou? I don't get it. I feel like Matt Murdock, when he took his mask off, he should have been a little kid looking like he had leukemia, like Caillou. It's so weird and so off-putting. And why is Daredevil so jovial?
I told you.
He literally...
Because he just came back and slept with Karen Page. What's your problem?
He goes and sees Foggy, and Foggy turns him down, and then he's immediately back to being jovial. He's even somewhat jovial after his encounter with Mastermind. I don't get it.
If you slept with a former porn star, you'd have a smile on your face, too.
It's terribly structured, and it's terribly drawn, and I'm going to have to do something I've never done, and that's give this a D-.
You gave it the D!
Thank you for subjecting me to this story, Phil and Lilith. But
it was all Phil. He does.
Anyway,
he picks the stories.
I will soon be sending feedback.
Lilith
for
just
some
shows
more
up, looks
great
pretty,
stuff.
and shouts big
Keep
word.
up the good work. And as always, let's hop on our little goblin gliders and fly out of there.
Gobble, gobble.
Hopefully we don't run into the sausage man.
Oh, we're going to.
Oh, poor Russell. I'm sorry.
I mean, I just wanted like wacky episodes for the month of April, so that's why we.
That's true. But like I said, why is he so happy? Yeah, it's a dead giveaway that this is not your normal issue of Daredevil. He's not a happy guy.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, so let's see if we get it. Let's see if we get the same or a differing opinion from our friend Ray. Ray
Ray's positive, so I mean, he's a happy-go-lucky guy.
So let's give Russell his credit too. So yes, Russell was the host of Tomes of Evil, where he discusses different supervillains every episode. But putting him to shame count-wise, the next one is from our friend Ray, who hosts half the podcasts on the planet Earth, including Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. To know her is to fear her. The Spider-Woman podcast.
Spider-Woman.
That's right. Good job, Saren. Ray's along for the ride. You can hear him the last Tuesday of every month right here discussing all things Scarlet Spider. One of the Scarlet Pimps.
Sausage Fest!
One of the Scarlet Pimps, along with me and Matt Kona discussing all things Scarlet Spider.
Sausage! It's fine having a sausage fest.
But of course, you know him. And again, check out episode 200 of Into the Night. The Moon Knight podcast. Does Phil take the whole game? You have to listen to episode 200 of Into the Night to find out.
No, he just gets roasted by Chad. It's fine.
Oh, please. I made Chad my biatch. Anyway, so let's hear what Mr. Ray had to say.
Hello, Phil and Lilith.
Hello,
this is Ray, dropping in some thoughts. It's been a while for Daredevil 352. A very enjoyable read, if not kind of throwaway in some regards. Overall, I really enjoyed this, just to the fact that, look, it was quickly it got to the whole premise, which was basically having Daredevil in an amusement park full of, weird and wonderful mechanoids and such. I actually thought it was
Russell's booing him.
Arcade, maybe working in cahoots with Miss Martinique, but as it turned out, it was Mastermind, her all along, which she's quite an interesting figure, albeit though, I mean, her longevity not so much. I can't recall her in the more modern or recent runs. But yeah, no, this was I think it was a fun little romp. Had a little bit of a touchstone for some emotional dealings there with Daredevil choosing Foggy over Elektra. But having said that, and as Daredevil said, that was ancient history. So, I mean, I guess he would have, of course, picked Foggy because in his mind, Daredevil at least would have known that Elektra was fake. I mean, he fought a fake Kingpin and, albeit in cherub form, but also Owl and Purple Man. So everything was kind of like working towards his, I guess, innermost demons and enemies. So he would have put two and two together and figured out that Elektra and Bullseye weren't exactly the real things. But I gather and I understand what the idea was. It was to show a level of loyalty towards Foggy, which was good. At the end of it, Foggy's still not 100% on board with Daredevil, and we get this toing and froing, of course, of their friendship, ebbing and flowing, so to speak. But it was still fun anyway. The art I thought was good. I had not heard of both of these, the writer and the artist, and I think they both did quite well. As a one and done, this was pretty fun. So yeah, I'd give it a solid B. I think it's kind of like a little bit of a throwaway issue for me, but having said that, it's no less entertaining. It was quite, it was quite fun. So I wonder what you guys think. Of course, with such a long history, the long history of Daredevil canon. Depends on, I guess, how much value you place on this, or if it's just like a popcorn kind of issue. But yeah, I'd give it a B. I'm going to predict maybe you guys might give around the same mark, give or take pluses and minuses. But anyway, I'm going to look forward to hearing your thoughts on this, of course. And keep up the good work with that blind guy. Catch you later.
Keep up the good work with that crazy man, Ray. But yeah, Russell, you're like that picture, Ray. Ray sent me a few pictures I could use, and that's the one I had to pick, of course, because nostril.
I see a comment.
Oh, another one. Oh, Miss Lilith Hellfire said the triplet hive mind strikes again. Why, thank you, young lady. I'm glad you like our work.
So shameless.
I know. Lilith Hellfire is like, listen to me. Listen to myself. I am the greatness. But I mean, yeah. It's amazing for like a one and done, little issue. I mean, this got so much, And Russell was like, oh, he felt sorry for poo-pooing on it, and I'm just like, hey, if that's
we enjoy opinions of all kinds. When I'm not the mean one, I love it.
If it's on it, hey, if it's honest, Russell, we don't, that's fine. But yeah, I just knew Ray was going to go the opposite direction, and oh, look at this.
Ray bless his soul.
Okay, look at this. We got
who is that?
Cheeky viewing. Oh, is that you? Is that you, Ray? He said cheeky.
It's lunch break.
He said cheeky.
I don't even know what time it is.
He said cheeky. It has to be Ray. Okay, so if you guys are both watching, you both sent in feedback almost the same time, but coming in.
Wait a minute, do we have a quadruplet? Oh, it's Chad.
It's Chad. But yes, Ray and Russell sent in feedback almost the exact same time, but coming in, inching in 5 seconds longer, Russell. So. You were longer than Ray, Russell. You were longer than the sausage.
Nobody tell Rob.
Oh, wait. No, look.
Oh,
See, I told you,
we can't
Ray.
See it.
I told you, it's Ray.
I can't see who it is.
Chad doesn't use fancy words like cheeky. Come on. Oh, my God. Look, Russell, Lilith likes it long.
Oh, my God.
And then Ray, Russell's sausage is longer.
Before we get canceled, let's talk about the latest issue
Hellfire.
of Daredevil.
See, Lilith Hellfire, I said you created this monster right here, but I think you created them other two over in the chat.
It is contagious.
It is.
It's me. I'll take responsibility.
I aim to please, baby. All right. Sorry.
I love the cover.
Oh yeah. Which one? I saw there was some variants.
I didn't get a variant. I got the main cover.
Yeah, so did I. But there was some. There was 2 different variants that were almost the same. It was just like a red background, and then it was Elektra leaping the one side or the other. One was in this costume, and one was in her classic costume.
Ooh.
They're actually pretty nice looking.
I'm just gonna call it Lady Daredevil greater than Lady Thor. Y'all can fight me in the comments.
Ooh.
I don't care.
So do you think even when Matt comes back, is this going to last? Is she going to be like wearing that costume, or it's going to be like She-Devil or something?
I don't think so, because I mean, Elektra's not anybody's sidekick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, she had like
it would be kind of weird.
She had her own identity before this whole thing went down.
Exactly.
I got
but I like that she kind of took up the mantle. I like that we're kind of rekindling that idea of them, that whole thing.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm here for it. If Karen has to be dead, yeah, I can see him with Elektra. I mean, especially.
I'm happy that Karen's dead. So
I know. You're not about that Karen. I know.
I ain't about that Karen Page life. No, sir.
Oh wait, here we go. Let's see if I can show this.
I really dug the art in this one for sure, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Chef's kiss. It was super crisp.
Oh yeah, they
I like that it lingered. It actually wasn't like very like the sequential art of it all wasn't like super fast paced and kinetic. It kind of just lingered and held there and kind of made the point. And the dialogue, Chip, I like Chip a lot and a lot of the things that he does. And I was kind of iffy about if he could do Daredevil, but he has really been killing it on this run. So.
Oh yeah, I mean.
Phil's lost in the comments.
No. I was trying to show you the one variant. See, is that the one I want? Yeah. Can you see that?
Oh, now I have to go find that.
And
I like that one.
And like I said, there's another one with her in her Daredevil costume.
I've never really been a fan of Elektra's classic costume. Because why? You're a ninja. Why are you wearing red?
Can you still see that? Yeah. So see, now there's one with her in that costume too. Share screen. So you see that one?
That one's not as good.
It's basically just the same pose and everything, except she's going the other direction in that new suit.
To be honest, I think because her classic costume gives me like the Red Sonja vibes. It's just like there's only one Red Sonja kind of thing.
Yeah, except that's
probably what it is for me. But the new costume's kind of growing on me. But at least it's practical. Oh. Never, probably.
Well, again, we have to do another episode of it. We'll have to do an episode of Boob Windows and Long Boxes on Patreon about the many, many women of Matt Murdock.
That's like a 2-part special.
I was going to say, it'll be like a 2-hour episode, I know.
He's almost as bad as Hal Jordan, to be honest.
What? Oh.
He's almost as bad as Hal Jordan.
I know, but remember, as far as we know, Matt Murdock never went underage.
True. To be fair, Matt's a stand-up guy for the most part. He has like a little bit of Tony Stark in him. He makes really bad life decisions every now and then.
He tries to be a good calf. Like, it's just that premarital sex gets him every time.
So yeah, I was just very fascinated by the dialogue. The dialogue is what was the best part of this issue for me personally. I liked all the interpersonal.
Oh yeah, like
developings that were going on.
Like when Matt gets poisoned in prison, and
I don't even like the Matt part. That's the crazy thing. I didn't think that was going to be the case, but
I just felt almost like I love what Chip's doing, but it almost felt like he was trying to do too much this issue because you got Matt, you had Elektra, you even had Mike Murdock.
I saw that a lot in the reviews, but that's kind of just Chip's style. Like, honestly, when you really think about it. So, I'm just kind of used to it.
I just wonder, is it better this way rather than,
What do you want? 3 issues lingering on him being poisoned in prison
that's what I was going to say. If you do an issue on Matt and then the next issue...
He's trying to give us old school vibes.
I know, and then you do like the next issue on Elektra and stuff, and you swap back and forth.
Yeah, you have to set it up, and then he can spin it out.
Well, I was going to say, are people going to be like, oh, we only get Matt Murdock every other month, or we only get Elektra every other month? It's just trying to please everyone.
Well, that's probably an editorial mandate. I think that he is just, from just the way that I've been reading the story, is he's way more interested in the Elektra thing, and I feel like the Matt Murdock stuff's being definitely pushed on him. Could be wrong, but...
Oh, yeah, probably. I mean, you can't just, like, disappear Matt Murdock, you know. People, there'd be an uproar, yeah, but yeah, but like
I said, her introduction, much better than Lady Thor. That's all that I'm saying.
True. I hear you.
I was so nervous about this because of that. I was just like, oh, God.
Yeah,
please don't.
But again, I mean, with Jane Foster, you know, she was a known character, but not like as like, you know, like a hero or an anti-hero. I mean, Elektra's had decades of, you know, she's been around.
But I was hoping that they wouldn't just all of a sudden sideline him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought that, and they're easing us into it, so that I'm very appreciative.
Because you know, Elektra has the fighting skills and everything else. She just has to tone down the violence.
It actually makes sense.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, I like you said, I love the dialogue. I love that whole thing with, you know, he's trying to purge that poison and he's thinking about that story with Foggy, and then you get that splash page. So let's dance.
Yes. I love a lot of Elektra's movements too. They're so different from Matt's. I like it a lot. Like, she's more like closed in, and she does kind of like, I don't know, like cannonball movements instead of like the acrobatics that we're used to. Mm-hmm. Which is kind of weird because, you know, she's a woman, so you think she'd be a little more graceful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, they're
very parkour, the movements.
Maybe that's some of that hand training.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it at all, but it's just, I like that they're actually differentiating it and making it stand out so obviously.
But I think that's another reason they're hitting it out of the park with Elektra, is just that art.
Yes. I like how she takes the little two punks out too. That was great.
So did she blunt the end of that sigh?
I don't think she did, between us hens.
I don't know, man. She hits the one in the nose with the tip of it. I'm like, is that just, can she throw them well, or is it just, did she blunt the end of that sigh? You know, because she's like, oh, you know, Matt wouldn't want me to kill.
Exactly.
And is this girl going to be her new sidekick?
I was wondering that. I'm just like, you know how Elektra doesn't do well with sidekicks.
I was going to say, is this going to be Elektra girl?
I'm just getting movie flashbacks, and I don't like any of it.
I was going to say, is she going to get that girl killed or something, you know?
I smell a tragedy.
Are we going to throw some man paint at Matt Murdock so he breaks himself out of prison or something?
Oh boy, he does that. That's one character that I swear does not need any more man pain. Like, we are over that. We don't want that for Matt.
I mean, we've fridged how many of his girlfriends? Come on.
Can we just like get a petition, a better life for Matt Murdock?
Can we go like at least a year or two without, like, you know, throwing some crap in his way?
I mean, at this point, he's earned at least 5 years of a break from man pain.
Exactly. You could do dark and gritty and not just like completely F up his life. It's like,
see, this is why I can't ship him and Foggy, because they're like, okay, yeah, sure, we'll give you him and Foggy, and then they kill Foggy, and then I just like go on a rampage.
I know. And then the whole Mike Murdock stuff.
That is actually what I could have done without. I don't know why that's there. Me no likey.
Well, again, I don't know if it's just like a plot device to say, you know, so people aren't like, oh, hey, Matt Murdock's missing while Daredevil's in jail.
I mean, we literally do this every time.
I know.
It's like, okay, I love the 90s too, buddy, but can we get something different?
But I'm just, you know, I'm just like, would Chip go there to just like, you know, when, you know, Mike is Matt's like flirting with that girl behind the counter. I'm just like, oh my God, can you imagine if Mike just like sleeps with some woman and like gets her pregnant? And then what these women are like, oh, Matt Murdock, you know, you're the illegitimate father of my kid. He's like, oh God, no, it's Mike.
Oh, we don't need an Oliver Queen storyline. It's fine.
Yeah, I know.
Don't put that into the atmosphere.
And I just wonder at the end of the day, is Mike going to die somehow?
He's going to have to. That's just how those things go.
Yeah.
Don't get too attached, kids.
Well, he wasn't real. He made himself real. He's a real boy now.
That's not how that works.
Right. Well, he's...
I guarantee you Mephisto's behind it.
Well, no, it was in the Daredevil annual. I think he, was it an Infinity Stone? It was something. He tracked down some...
It was Mephisto. It's always Mephisto.
He's not Spider-Man.
Oh, we have a one more day in our Daredevil fandom. Don't act like it don't exist.
I know. And then, if that all wasn't enough, we get a little bit of Wilson Fisk, Mr. Mayor.
But You don't even go here. Boo!
And Bullseye with a TV screen on his crotch.
I was like, who does he think he is, Mr. Manhattan?
Lilith is like, that's the perfect man. He's got a TV built in his crotch.
Close enough.
Now, if only there was a tap there too, it'd be perfect, huh?
Yeah, I don't want what's dripping from that tap.
Oh!
No, thank you. I can't say enough good things. Like I said, they really, I was really apprehensive about it. I was ready to roll my eyes. But, I'm definitely interested in what happens next.
Yeah, because I know I was
if Marvel buys IDW, please give us Daredevil. Yes!
Oh,
yes!
Yeah, that's big.
I'm really thinking that's going to happen pretty soon within the next 18 months. It's a feeling that I have.
Yeah, that's one of the first things they need to do. Yeah, because, I mean...
Because obviously their origin story is the same.
The Hand, the Foot Clan. Is the Foot Clan going to be an... You know, they left the Hand years ago. Oh my god. Yes, I want this. Yes, just see Daredevil beat the crap out of Shredder.
It's just like such a shame that James Avery, aka Uncle Phil, is dead because that's who did the voice of Shredder.
Yes.
Ugh!
I know.
We can't have an OG cartoon voice reunion, and I'm just bummed.
I know.
But yeah, I want that to happen so bad, like you don't even know. But yeah, I'm kind of excited about Daredevil again. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, like I know Russell was saying he said he hasn't read Daredevil since the Charles Soule run. Yeah, Russell, if you're a fan, yeah, pick up Chip's run. It's great every week. You know, every month the art. I mean, the story's good because every month I'm like, that's it. I want more.
Yeah, the pages do go by pretty fast.
Yeah. Just because, you know, the dialogue's good, the story's good, the art is incredible.
It really does feel like we're having a 90s renaissance because, like, Hulk is good again, Daredevil's good again. Too bad X-Men suck right now. Then it really, truly would be a 90s renaissance.
I was going to say, Spider-Man can get there. Just bring that marriage back.
We're just fans who are going to just have to put their money where their mouth is one day. If we really want that marriage, we should probably make it known.
Oh, Lilith. Russell, I'm a Shredder fanboy. Lilith, if you go on Tomes of Evil, that needs to be your episode, Shredder.
Yes, I can do that.
She is a huge TMNT fan, Russell, so that might be her episode.
I'd be down.
That's right, because next weekend I'll be on there, so.
Ooh, what you kids chatting about?
Doing a twofer.
Hey-oh. Figures.
Well, no, doing first reverse, well, I don't know which order, but Reverse Flash, our old buddy Eobard, and then Otto Octavius.
Oh, nobody got Charlie Esther on the phone?
I don't know, Russell, we could get Charlie in on this.
Oh, Shredder's already taken? No!
Oh! I'm trying to think of who else, though.
I'll think of something.
You want someone to talk some hentai? Get Lilith Hellfire.
No. No.
Let's not make that public.
Don't mix business with pleasure. Don't do that.
Oh, hey, did we grade that Daredevil 352?
I gave it a B-.
That's okay. That's what I was going to give it. Okay. And then what do you give this one, the new one?
I actually gave it an A.
Yeah, definitely.
I am in love with this artwork. It's great.
Oh, yeah. This is, every month when it comes out, this is one of the first ones I have to read.
So let's just keep fingers crossed that they keep it going, keep it up.
Oh, here you go. Russell said, still looking for someone to do Null or Dark Side. Maybe an Archie villain.
Archie villain.
Oh, Archie villains. Yes.
That's going to be a toughie, but maybe. Let me, we could always do Sabrina. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina villains,
I guess. I see
Those
now.
are good.
Now I see all the wheels churning in her head. You said the magic word. Gentlemen, you want anything from Lilith Hellfire, you have to start the conversation with Archie.
So I have this Archie comic.
Hey, little girl.
1967.
No, you don't need Candy to get her into your van, gentlemen. You need Archie comics.
Vintage Archie comics.
Hey, little girl. You want to read some Archie comics and pet some puppies? Come into this van.
Oh, so true. Sad. But anyway, yeah. It's a great time to be a Daredevil fan, and I haven't said that in a while, so it feels good to say it.
Oh, yeah. definitely.
You and Charlie should talk that. Black Hood, he loves that.
Oh, yeah. Get Charlie Esser for that. All right.
So, yeah, it's not really much to say. Definitely should put the new current Daredevil run on your pull list if you already haven't. Can't recommend it highly enough.
Oh, yeah, definitely. If you're a superhero fan, especially a Marvel fan, yeah, you should pick up the Daredevil run. I would sell...
I'm just curious about what the aftermath of this story looks like. That's all.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. I mean, do we get a toned down Elektra, not as violent?
And is this going to go till 50? How long is this going to go?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're at 29. Can they stretch this another 20 issues?
I mean, that's going to be... that's the status quo shifting number. So.
I guess, but too, this isn't like a Spider-Man. This comes out once a month. I mean, does he really take this?
Oh, that's true. You can't drag it out all those months.
Take it
this
almost...
ain't the Clone Saga, baby.
Almost another 2 years.
So what do you say, till 40?
Maybe.
35? That would be too short, though, right?
I mean, this is 29.
I think they need at least 10 to 12 issues.
Yeah, maybe 40. I mean, maybe you could take it to 50, but you have to get Matt out of jail before that.
Oh, he's going to be out of jail sooner than we think.
I know. Privileged white man, we know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Russell did say he needed a new series since, Hulk and Venom are at, Immortal Hulk's ending at 50. So Venom is ending?
Oh, bad choice, by the way. But I guess that the creative team is tired. They're tired.
I mean, I'm sure they're going to reboot it, but yeah, it'll be a different creative team.
Yeah. I like the creative team. They've been doing a hell of a job on Hulk.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, yes, Moon Knight is coming. Yes, in July.
Right on time, eh? Transparent.
That's what I said. I'm like, they haven't announced the date for that series, so I wonder if they're going to announce a date around that point, because I was like, I knew Moon Knight...
I guarantee it's going to be like September or October.
I knew a series was coming, but I was just like, I thought they'd wait till there was at least an announcement.
Yeah, I feel like the day that comes out, they're going to announce the date that the Moon Knight series will be launched.
Oh, my Lord.
Because you're seeing all this Oscar footage, all this fighting footage.
Can you imagine if they release that issue and give the premiere date around the same time? I mean, Rey is going to be in...
He'll be in heaven.
Drop Bear Heaven, I know.
Drop Bear Heaven.
Gobble, gobble.
You guys are terrible. Leave my triplet alone.
Tricky Dicky.
All right. We've covered the issues. We've insulted the Australian. Are we done?
I think so, sir. Give them their homework.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did open that schedule. Yes, so next week, of course, will be a Comic Capers. So next week, we're covering Flash 5 through 8 from 1987. And then, next time, Daredevil 247 and 248 from the Ando Senti run. Guest starring a certain X-Man.
Because Phil loves to push my button.
Schnicked. And then the week after that, we'll be doing Flash Annual 2. And then the week after that, come back for Daredevil 380, and our good friend Mr. D.G. Chichester will be back.
Sign up for his newsletter. Get some behind-the-scenes scoop on that issue.
Yeah, because doesn't he have the script up there for the...
Yeah.
Yeah, so subscribe to the newsletter. If I don't have that in our show notes, I'm going to put that in the show notes. So, yes, he's nice enough to come talk to us once a month. So, yes, go subscribe to the newsletter, kids. All right, so... And, you know what? Remind me, at least once a week, maybe on the main Cape show, if nowhere else, we need, if we're going to have people start signing up for the Patreon, we should mention them. So I know we have at least Rey and Russell. I'll see if we have anyone else, but.
All right. I will remind you.
Because I know Rey shouts out his, patroonies every month, Get it? Like loonies? Get it?
He would have a moon copter if his wife let him, I'm telling you.
Oh, please. He would have all kinds of Moon Knight stuff. He'd have a big Conchu statue. All right, kids. So, yes, send your thoughts. More Flash stuff, more Daredevil stuff. And again, send in your thoughts for DG Chichester before next month's talk on Daredevil 380. Email us, capeslunaticks@gmail.com, Or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. That's right. You can even be in prison and write to us. Come on. And remember to follow the devil you know, the Daredevil Podcast. Yeah! On Facebook, Twitter. I can find links to all of the various social medias for all of our shows. You can find links to this YouTube channel. Please go subscribe to the YouTube. You can see Lilith Hellfire scratching her nose for 40 minutes straight. You can see the snarky comments from our listeners. You can see, I'm getting there, the Patreon, which more and more people are subscribing to. So given the peer pressure, and go subscribe to our Patreon. And links to merch.
Stay hydrated.
I'm assuming you're telling me to plug the merch and not saying, I need a refill. She's like, a little column A, a little column B. So yes, find links to all of that. Everything we, Capes and Lunatics at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And please remember to support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio.
Get yourself some headphones, in-ear headphones. So
Yes.
you can hear an HD audio. You can hear that HD audio quality.
Get some Matt Murdock level hearing with some Tweaked Audio. Oh, thank you, Russell. Yes. Ray is wearing Bushman's face as we speak.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, that's right, because Moon Knight cut his face off and was like wearing it in the bathroom, and Marlene caught him, and should have just turned around and been like, come on, this isn't the most embarrassing thing you caught me doing in this bathroom. Come on. Ew.
Moving right along.
Anyway, yes.
Michelle Gray needs your help.
Hunt to kill. Yes, go get Hunt to Kill her.
And we do have a coupon code, Southgate, for both Hunter Killer and our Tweaked Audio. So do that.
Yes, so use that fancy man code for a discount on both of those.
Yeah.
And also, go pick up Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback. And for some of you in Alaska, audio version is coming soon. So
Don't talk about my wife like that.
Oh, I was already talking to Diane today. We're, Marnell's already telling the new boyfriend, if you hurt my sister, I'll kill you. And I was like, I was going to say that too, but I figured there's no point. I'm like, because Marnell and Lilith are going to take care of that if anything happens. I'm like, he'll already be chopped up and like fed to some animal. So, yes,
Have been thinking about getting a mini pig.
So when you're done murdering people, yes, go pick up Pod Life the book. You can get that on Amazon. And when you do, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network.
And bail money.
And that man doing unspeakable things at an amusement park, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain. So says Master Doom. What did you say?
Please kick me in the pants. Why did your eye drift over to my box?
These are all gold.
Mark my words.
All right, Lilith, where can people find you?
If you nerds want to hang out with me on the interwebs, find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on TikTok at Lilith Hellfire69, and on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69.
I think the pants come off next.
That's for the Patreon.
Oh, wait. Oh, wow. She's going full Charlie
You wouldn't be able to see it.
I was going to say, she's going full Charlie Esser. All right. Oh, and to celebrate the new issue.
It's in his prison purse.
Definitely.
Ah, poor Matt. Come on, Lilith Hellfire, do that air guitar. That's right, kids. Next week, Flash 5 through 8, followed in 2 weeks by Daredevil 247 and 248. It'll be schnicktastic. And then Flash Annual 2, and then our friend Steve Chichester returns for Daredevil 380, so send in your thoughts. CapesandLunatics@gmail.com. Or watch it live and ask them questions in the chat room. Go check out our social media to see when that's live. That's right, you gotta go subscribe to the Devil You Know on Facebook, Twitter, or join our fan group, Blind Justice. Alright. Come back next time, because why, Lilith Hellfire?
Because remember, the
The devil you know is better than the devil you don't.
And now there's 2 of them.
Hi, I'm one of the High Priests of Khonshu, Rey, and I have the sacred privilege of providing you, the loony listener, with a podcast honouring Marvel's very own Moon Knight. So join me and a host of others at Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, or support the show by becoming a Patreon member. Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. It's time to get your Khonshu on.